Yeah, Panchatva dancing on top.
Panchatattva dancing. Yeah, it was amazing, Prabhu. How creative Mataji is, like how she makes it. Like she's amazing.
Good mercy.
Panchatattva.
Yeah. Would you like to sing Bhakti?
Yes, Prabhu, I don't have the longer praise, sir. I can
No, small
sing
one.
the short one. Om Namo Vishnu no. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Nananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Tadati Spa Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Raguna Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैत्वं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रीष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Prabhu, I left some slokas in between, Prabhu, because tapta changanchana gaurangi, those all didn't come.
No problem.
No, Prabhu, where did I miss? I said the Vandeham Shri Guru. After that, what should I have told, Prabhu?
Namam Vishpadaya, Vishnu
I said the Namo Vishnu Padaya
Hey Krishna
verses.
Karuna Sindhu,
हे
Dinabandhu.
कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Then only Jai Shri Krishna, right, Prabhu? जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय. श्री प्रभुपाद की जय.
Thanks, Tara. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for joining for Vriksha. Now we get a chance to recap, Ji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the last class. Or not actually, not even actually through the class, but after while hearing it, it was like, oh wow, it was very, very nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. So last class, we were in chapter 14. We discussed, we started from verse 9. Verse 9 is a summary verse of the 6, 7, 8, and which talks about the gunas of sattva and tamo guna and rajo guna. So it says like the effect of being in the mode of goodness is happiness, attachment to the knowledge, and mode of in being in the mode of passion is actions, attachment to the results. And the tamo guna is where the knowledge is covered, carelessness and errors in the action. So it is kind of a summary, gives you a gist of all the three modes. The jiva is bound by different capsules on whichever mode he is in, not able to hear the sound of the supreme. That's the analogy you gave us, Prabhu. And after that, we went on to verse number 10. Verse 10 is the verse where it has like a competition between the modes to have the dominance, which is going to have the higher taste. So here you mentioned we should always have a higher taste in order to avoid the waves of the disturbance. You gave us an example how you should hold on to a strong pole when you're in an ocean. So this material samsara is like an ocean, right? You cannot be without getting wet because you are already in the water. Now, the only thing that you can do is to hold on to a strong pole while so that your waving strong waves does not affect you much. So that strong hold is the bhakti that you talked about. So here we went to a song by Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur. I don't know which ashtagam was that. And then here he said like that
Yeah,
specific
Vrindadevi Ashtakam.
Vrinda. So he said Vrinda Devi Prabhu.
Yeah, Vrindadevi Ashtakam.
Vrinda Devi Ashtakam.
These
Okay.
are 8 prayers glorifying Vrindadevi, Tulsi Maharani.
Oh, okay. Vrinda Devi Ashtakam. Okay, Prabhu. That eighth verse we described without bhakti, lacks of without bhakti, with lots of aparad drawn into the ocean of anarthas, modes coming up and down. Oh, merciful one, shelter shelter so that I will not be disturbed. So this was the comparison while we were talking about discussing how we can control being in the ocean. And then you said like we should not artificially renounce. If you don't have a taste, what will you do? So this is what was a question and answer. Here we went, you helped us through the nectar of instruction, verse number 4, where you said we had a nice discussion saying that how the
407.
7, Prabhu, here the how for the jaundice, like how the sugar
Yeah.
cane will be the
You told 4, that's why I was confused.
oh sorry 7,
Sorry.
Prabhu, it was
Yeah.
7, sorry. You said how jaundice being a disease, like you will whenever you taste sweet, being when you have jaundice it will taste bitter, but later it itself it make the sweet treat for you. Similarly, Krishna Nama itself is very sweet, but initially when you start it'll feel bitter, but as you keep doing Anudinam, you said Anudinam was like you start doing it Anudinam, although you not get a taste, eventually you will get a taste. The word Krishna, that 2 syllables, is the treat that you will get after practicing it for a long time. Then we talked about that. Take take it with respect every day. Naturally, the root will get destroyed. And then what is the result? So this is the how we do it. And then for the result, you gave us a quote from Chaitanya Charitamrita Antalila 199, Tunde Tandavi Ratim. That verse, it says, here is the word Krishna. I told that in the previous itself. Sorry, Prabhu. Like how much of nectar is in these 2 syllables, that when I say that it dances in my tongue, so I need so much of tongue, and many mouths, and it enters into my ear, so my ears are not enough. I deserve to have million ears, and it dances in the courtyard of my heart. After it goes into the ear, it goes heart. It conquers the activities of the mind, and all the senses become inert. So like that, so he explained this verse and he said like I need so much of tongue, ears, for me to enjoy that word Krishna. I didn't know any more nectar than these 2 syllables. Yes. After which, what did we? Lakshmi asked a question: how do we reach Vasudeva state? That one we said like 4.17. Devi Esha Gunamayi. We discussed that. And how do they?
7.14.
7.14, yeah. Then how do they affect on the behavior? So that is going to be, so this is verse number 10 discussion, after which we started discussing verse 11, 12, and 13. So those are the effects on how that the specific mode affect the behavior. 11th verse talks about like in all the in 9 gates, when the jnana is increased because of the illumination in the mode of goodness. So here you gave us an example, like how you will hear good music, eat palatable prasadam, and speak kindly of Krishna's nama. So those are the things that will make you feel happy. And you said like being happy is a limb of bhakti. And we said like we you helped quote from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.144. Uh, Not feeling miserable and not performing degraded acts in distressful circumstances. Here, yeah, he said like being undisturbed even when one do not obtain the food or clothing, and when these things are lost, one should remember the Lord with one's intelligence. Staying happy is a limb of bhakti. And then we said like mind affect by lust, anger, and greed, anything too much. So I think it is the next verse, Prabhu, first number. So we are in Rajoguna, I believe, where they say like mind is affected by lust, anger, greed, anything too much. In order to in anything too much, then how is it possible to remember Krishna? Here you gave us an one of the Rupa Goswami's uh, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu verse, Prabhu, like you said, like how can the happiness of bhakti arise in the heart when the witch of desire of enjoyment and liberation remains there? You say bhukti mukti sparsha
Prihayami.
yasva vasvad pichashi. Yeah,
Pishachi.
that pichachi. Yeah. So that
Pishachi.
It is like a
You mean
demon,
you say
a demon.
in Tamil we say Pishachi. It's
Yes,
a
yes,
common
yes,
word, right?
Prabhu. Yes,
Same
Prabhu.
thing.
Yeah, like those are the Rajogunas thing. And then thing and the last one we discussed was like for a neophyte, how will you get to this stage? So like you said, like even by unconsciously chanting, all your apparatus will go away. The goal, we said like the stretch goal. It should be it should be the to utter the name for God's pleasure. When you love someone, you do something which pleases them. So do something for the object. Initially chant to get out of this world, and bhakti itself will purify you. We should not put ourselves in the center. All the shastras talks in a passive voice, so that bhakti, that is the center thing, and it is like okay, he read it, so it is like not focusing on who said, who discussed, rather the topic and the crust itself is the focus. Those were the things, Prabhu. Those are the things that I wrote. So we have discussed 10, 10 is 10, 11, 12, which talks about the behavior of sattva, rajo, and and tamo gunas. So now we are yet to start the next section, Prabhu.
Jai, it's a
Thank you,
long,
Prabhu.
it's a wonderful, like,
Sorry, Prabhu, because I heard it
very,
so
very
much,
nice. Thorough,
so
so
deeply.
nice.
I was like, oh, this is very good.
It's very, very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank
A
you, Prabhu.
really good summary,
Yeah,
Vijay.
very nice. Very wonderful. I don't remember how
Yes, Varsha.
I spoke that time. I remember. Yeah,
No, no,
thank you
it
so
was
much
very
for.
good.
Thank you. Yeah, wonderful. Okay. So now we did was till verse number 30. Uh, yeah. So we saw the effects of three modes of the material nature. Now Krishna will explain what happens to people, those living entities who leave their body having these one of these modes predominant at that time. Right? So Krishna will talk about later what are the what are the foods in different modes, what are the austerities in different modes, what are charities in these different modes. And now Krishna will talk about the destination of those people who leave their body who's affected by one of these modes as predominant. As I mentioned, this no one in the world can have only one. It's a mixture, but different proportions, right? And it will be something, a sattva, rajo, tamas, predominant at any point of time. So what if someone who is in the mode of goodness or passion or ignorance, sattva, rajas, tamas, at the time of death, what will their destination be? Okay, so that is the context for the next two verses. Okay, would you like to read the verse? Anyone? Go ahead.
Yeah, I can go ahead.
Yeah, yes, thank you.
So it's 14th one, right?
Yes.
यदा सत्त्वे प्रवर्धेतु प्रलयं यति देहभर् तदोत्तमविदं लोकन् अमालन् प्रतिपद्यते. Yada, when sattve, the mode of goodness, pravarte, developed, tu, but, pralayam, dissolution, yati, goes, deha bharat, the embodied, tada, at that time, uttama vidam, the of the great sages, lokan, the planets, amalan, pure, pratipadyate, attains. When one dies in the mode of goodness, he attains to the pure, higher planets of the great sages. One in goodness attains higher planetary systems like Brahmaloka or Janaloka, and there enjoys godly happiness. The word Amalan is significant. It means free from the modes of passion and ignorance. There are impurities in the material world, but the mode of goodness is the purest form of existence in the material world. There are different kinds of planets for different kinds of living entities. Those who die in the mode of goodness are elevated to the planets where great sages and great devotees live.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. So very nicely read. Okay, so by the verse, and I will go to the verse and then ask for any reflections. This yada hi dharmasya jab bhi, whenever, wherever. So yada means whenever, when Satve pravruddhe tu pralayam yati. Pralayam yati means when the body dies, or when the body dies, and the person has satve, or person is in the mode of sattvagun, right? So they abhrit, the entity living in the body, they abhrit, or maintenance of the deha, the soul. What happens? Tada, yada, tada. हम्म? यदा आएगा तो जैसे जैसे तब बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में द वर्ड इज राइट देयर कपल वर्ड्स जब तब जैसा है ना तो यदा तदा तो तदा when a living entity within the body or the body dies in the mode of being in the mode of goodness, then what happens? Tada uttama vidam lokan. Pratipadyate means reaches or attains. क्या? Uttama vidam lokan. The place of Uttama Vidam of the great sages or higher planets. Okay, and what is it? Is it amalan? Mala means impure. Amala means pure. Pure relatively in terms of the material world. Mode of goodness is the most. You could say, right? This you could say someone has 80%, for example, in mode of goodness. Someone has 90%. 90%, that person more the mode of goodness predominates, but 90% is more purer 8%. Something like that. So that we see there are gradations in mode of goodness as well. So, but highest mode of quality of goodness one can attain. But if one dies in that particular consciousness, they attain higher planets. Okay. Any reflections on this verse? Anything? Nothing?
So just a thought. When we talk about one dying in the mode of goodness, we basically are saying that the person who is like in the text number 6, now we spoke about what is the mode of goodness and who is in the mode of goodness, and we were talking about the examples of scientist and philosopher, right? Does this mean that when one dies in the mode of goodness means when they are practicing the mode of goodness, right? Like when they are doing some kind of, like, for example, scientists doing their own research thing, or a philosopher doing giving some um, philosophical advice or something like that. So doing that, if someone dies, then they achieve like go to the higher planets of greater sages, right?
So, okay, yeah, let me wait 1 second. The last time. Okay.
Yeah.
Last time. Last time, okay? Last look better now. 1 second. Oh, okay. Okay. So when Papa gives example here of philosopher, scientist, it does not mean to say exactly those. For example, let's say there are scientists, for example, who eat, drink, eat whatever they want. So will they categorize as in Sattvagun? No, not really. So what it means is that those people who are philosophical or who are much more intellectual in Vedic
Right.
world, but we don't have that reference. अरे मतलब इंटेलेक्चुअल वैदिक में क्या होता है मतलब अच्छा साइंटिस्ट वाले होते हैं ना तो जो सोचते हैं who thinks about जैसे नो in we have in inter for example we have the architects the associate architect जो प्लान बनाते हैं जो they make architecture systems execution अलग होता है this makes sense so that kind of people that so Popper give the example of scientists philosophers he means it that kind not them specifically does it make sense he's using
Yeah.
them as an indication for something else
Right.
right so what do you mean that so but how do we develop that particular mode one thing is to be in the mode
Yeah.
the second thing is how you develop the particular mode how do you what do you do what do you do such that you're consistently in the particular mode right so you have to live a life to be live a life in a particular way so that you be in a particular mode अब वो चीज जो है 17 chapter कृष्ण से austerity चाहे what do you eat so be in the particular mode there's a type of food which helps so बोलते हैं ना जैसा I'm वैसा मन, people say like right, कि
Mm.
खत है तो you can't eat whatever you want and have more of goodness, नहीं होता है, because it
Yeah.
affects your consciousness.
Right.
So similarly, there are certain ways of life, certain things you do, which helps you keep in the mode of goodness, and same for rajas and tamas, whatever it is, जो भी है, तो
And
वो
yeah,
क्या,
yeah. So just to add on to that, like
हम्म,
also our grandparents, when they retire, they also lean more towards bhakti and living that kind of life, right? So
yes,
they are actually trying themselves to be in that mode of goodness
yes.
for a long period because they have that amount of time to be in that bhakti and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but thing is, for previous ना, maybe our parents or before grandparents generation वो time पे सब life was very simple.
Right. Yeah.
The more you complex, so इतना कुछ समझ लेके आता है ना, it becomes very more, it's becoming more and more passionate. In this passion, more of passion is increasing. वो time पे ठीक है, खेती it's very nice, very calm. It, at least when I remember when I growing up, we used to go to a native place in Kerala.
Yeah.
Very
Mhm.
different. इतना शोर शराबा ठंडा पीला कुछ भी आराम से शांत, quiet. Morning get up, you can hear the chirping of birds. Very nice calming environment. It's very nice. So previously,
But
yeah,
but that's the external you're talking about, right?
no, that helps.
Internally,
Very external helps a lot.
yeah,
External helps.
I mean it helps a lot, but
Hmm.
internally also there should not like a person can be in an external
Yeah,
environment
yeah,
which is peaceful, but internally they might be chaotic and everything, right? So
yeah.
I strongly believe that it's external helps, but
Hmm.
what you are internally helps you more than external.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yeah,
what you say, so it aids. So now people can, if a person can be मतलब आराम से एक शांत environment में, but कुछ
yeah,
भी कर रहा है एकदम दारू, वो भी हो सकते हैं, no doubt. But
right. Yeah.
generally, it is predominantly or generally, it is in that people are very simple. So the more simple you live, the more, if you
Hmm.
don't have that much attitude of possessing things, चाहिए, you're satisfied with what you have.
Yeah, basically, simple things are conducive to getting
Exactly.
the like being towards like right like bhakti or whatever you're doing. Like it's
Yes.
like
So you
conducive to
can be,
that. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So you can be internally chaotic in externally calm environment, and you can be internally fully calm, fully peaceful in externally chaotic environment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
that.
Well
So
said.
एग्जैक्टली, तो मतलब
Yeah.
अभी उसके लिए इंटरनल कल्टिवेशन के लिए इट ऑल्सो अफेक्ट्स व्हाट वी ईट एक्सटर्नली, मतलब अंदर अंदर जा रहा है,
Yeah.
वो भी काम करते हैं इंटरनल, मतलब हाउ डू यू, माइंड इज एक्सट्रीमली स्टबर्न। सिक्स चैप्टर में अर्जुन सेस, ओ कृष्णा, चंचलम ही मन कृष्ण प्रमाथि बलवद दृढ़, अरे मैं मन चंचल है, प्रमाथि बलवद दृढ़, स्टबर्न बोलते हैं, स्टबर्न, स्ट्रॉन्ग, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट। आई कैन ट्राई टू कंट्रोल द विंड इफ यू वांट एट वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, बट कंट्रोल द माइंड इज अ डिफरेंट बीस्ट ऑल टुगेदर। तो
You
कैसे
know,
करें
one
अपनी बात करो।
example, yeah, one example that reminds me of this
हम्म,
is when Prahlad's mother was conceiving him, like she
हम्म,
was used to listening to all Vishnu's songs and bhakti and everything. So
हम्म,
even though her environment was like, she married like a evil or whatever
हम्म,
person, she was
okay.
still leaning towards bhakti, and that's how Prahlad was also at the end. Like, um, I mean, he was more interested towards bhakti because of how his mother was during the pregnancy period and everything, right? So even
Yeah, so
that's a kind of environment.
yeah, it's actually a small
Yeah.
thing. So she was so doing in that
I mean,
palace.
I'm saying all
No,
this from the movie. I'm not saying from
no, no, no,
the
no, understand. So
yeah,
this will be, yeah, just to clarify. So
yeah,
when she was in the palace,
yeah.
she was not maybe interested in doing Bhakti Vishnu, because no way he is the Daityaraj. Right? No way.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
when he went for parents, when he tapasya, when he went,
Huh.
देवतास वेर अबाउट टू किल, बिकॉज भाई ये बड़ा दाना उसका बेटा, मतलब माता में निकलेगा भैया, क्यों छोड़े,
Okay.
लेट्स फिनिश, जस्ट नॉट, लेट्स नॉट हैव दी, बोलते हैं ना, दी बिग
Second
बॉस
version,
सेकंड वर्जन नहीं
2.0,
चाहिए हमको भैया,
2.0
ये
version.
झेल
Yeah.
नहीं पा रहे हम लोग, नहीं एक और, नहीं नहीं नहीं,
Yeah, yeah.
फिनिश ऑफ। नाग विली कम्स, भाई साहब क्या कर रहे हैं, इंद्र बोलता है ठंड हो जाए चलो. The person in the womb is an exalted Vaishnava in the womb.
Oh.
I mean, stop it and leave. Now when you say stop and leave, the all Devata says, Jaisa apki, whatever you say will do. And they do pradakshina of Kayadu. Bhagavatam says, they do pradakshina of Kayadu and then left. And
Okay.
then Narmani said, O Kayadu, you please come to my ashram and stay there. You'll be safe. And there he starts speaking Harikatha. Being in the womb, she was
Yeah.
not still well, okay, fine, okay, ठीक है, okay, not really interested. ठीक है, no problem. She was not interested, मतलब she was not inimical, but ठीक है. अब उसने भी सुना, प्रहलाद ने भी सुना, तो why was she not on the level, same level as प्रहलाद?
Yeah,
दोनों ही
that's
सुना ना?
right.
No, so the samskar many things can be pictures. So the point is, this you are right. External environment, even though scared Prahlad being in that environment, see, imagine जैसे बोलते विभीषण लंका में, ओ भाई साहब क्या क्या था मतलब. It is he was being like in the chaotic environment, he was perfectly situated, chanting Ram now, right? So we can be very peaceful, calm in a chaotic environment, as I mentioned. But to help with that, we have to live our life in a particular way so that we can maintain to develop that particular mode of goodness, any mode if you want to be.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
that make
Yeah.
sense? Right?
Yeah.
And Krishna will talk about later. आएगा. Austerity, charity, food. ये मोड में तो ये इसमें if you follow this, you will naturally be in that particular mode predominantly. That's what Krishna says. And that Krishna mentions, he talks about externally also and internally also you talk about. Do you want
Right.
to do you want a sneak peek? So I'll just give a sneak peek about internal part, which meant you talk internal, right? Let's talk to this go to chapter number 17. Okay.
Okay.
Um, austerity. Charity. हाँ चलो. Let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. See,
Yeah.
this is
It's
charity in the mode of goodness. Okay. It has external internal both. इसे देखो दातव्यम charity given out of duty, okay, without expectation of return at the proper time and place and to a worthy person is considered to be mode of goodness. Now external क्या है? Given to worthy person out of duty दे रहा है at proper time and place, ये external है, right?
Yeah.
But without expectation of return, that is internal. है कि नहीं? We can do everything, we can do external right place right time, but internally कुछ देख रहा है कि नहीं देख रहा है? देखो फोटो देखो मैं दे रहा हूँ. इंटरनली इफ यू हैव समवन शुड पुट, अरे मन तो कर रहा है लेकिन ना बोर्ड छप जाए ऊपर मेरे नाम पे, बोल नहीं रहा, बट इंटरनली इज देयर, दे वांट समथिंग इन रिटर्न, राइट?
Yeah.
then you will do everything else, but if this is present, I mean when if you have some expectation of return, that is not the mode of goodness. Does it make sense?
Yeah. It does. Yeah.
Yeah. So internal external दोनों का काम हाथ दोनों both are important. Of course internal is more important, right? But both are important.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for discussion. Yeah. So similarly, so have so do, so our Vedic time scale with the Vedic cosmology is very interesting. Have you ever seen Vedic cosmology?
No, I haven't.
Apart the cosmology, but you know, right? We have solar system, everything. Also,
Yeah.
our is a bit unique. Unique in the sense it's very interesting. It's much more beyond uh, what we know. Let me share my screen. I must have shown this before. Vijay, have I shown this before? I don't know. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. So I won't go too much into it. पूरा
Yeah.
टाइम लग जाएगा. But let me see. Can I see? You can see this, right? Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So this one thing, can you see this one, my point, my mouse, right? This one thing, round,
Yes.
is one universe.
One universe. Yeah.
One universe. And there are in unlimited universes. Can you see all some small bubbles coming out here?
Right. Yeah.
There are unlimited parallel universes. So if you see scientists बोलते हैं parallel universe theory, ये हमारे इसमें बहुत पहले हो चुका है.
Mm.
It has already been there in our Vedic Shastra, parallel universes, innumerable universes in parallel. This Mahavishnu coming from him. So this universe में, have you seen Trilok ke Swami? Have you heard the term before?
I've heard
Trilok,
Trilok.
Trilok, सुना है अभी? You heard, right? The term
हाँ.
three worlds. The three world क्या
Bra-
है?
I thought Trilok is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh.
No. Trilok means three lok planets or
Oh, okay.
planes,
Right.
right? Trilok क्या है? Trilok is what? देखो, if you hear, can you see Earth? Earth in ये this movement is a simplistic representation, but भूलोक है ना ये वाला. Can you see this here? Earth दिख रहा है कुछ?
1 second. I don't see your cursor.
Oh, can you see? And how to, maybe I have pointer वगैरह. Let me see. Oh yeah, I have annotate. Okay. Can you see this?
Sorry, wait. I think I zoomed my screen completely.
Oh,
1 second.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah, now I can see.
See here, can you hear?
Yes,
Right?
I can see now. Yes.
So this is a simplistic representation. There are many more things, but this is the plane where we live. भूलोक.
Oh, okay. Okay.
ठीक है? So this entire thing, you could say, is one lok. अतल
Hmm.
वितल, सुने पाताल, सुने पाताल.
Patal, yeah.
ये देखो नीचे, एकदम नीचे.
Oh,
But there are
okay.
many अतल वितल सुतल तलातल महातल रसातल पाताल. इसके नीचे आता है.
Hmm.
इसे बोलते हैं ना, बोलते हैं नरक, बोलते हैं नरक.
Hmm.
इसके नीचे आता है.
I see.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So means there are many planets. This entire thing is one planet, because one section.
Hmm.
Hoover is one second section, and उसके ऊपर आता है स्वर्ग. स्वर्ग, महर, जन, तप, सत्य. ये दिख रहा है ये वाला?
हाँ, yeah.
इसे कहते हैं थर्ड. सो दिस इज फर्स्ट,
Hmm.
सेकंड एंड थर्ड. इसे कहते हैं
Third.
तीन लोक,
Trilok.
त्रिलोक.
Yeah. Yeah.
राइट? एंड दिस स्वर्गलोक इज वेयर देवराज इंद्र, बोलते हैं, सुना है अपने, चंद्र,
Indra.
सूर्य,
हाँ.
अग्नि, ये कहाँ पे
Hmm.
रहते हैं? ये रहते हैं यहाँ पे, स्वर्गलोक. कितने नहीं बैठा. दिस मेक सेंस?
Yeah.
हाँ, बोलो. So when Krishna is saying here, so this Bhulok here, right? Earth planet is where we live. And when he says, and the more higher you go, the mode
Hmm.
of goodness increases.
Yes, yes.
This is the place where it's kind of like a balance of passion and ignorance. Goodness कम है यहाँ पे, passion ignorance ज़्यादा है भूलोक में.
Hmm. Hmm.
Down we go, passion, mode of ignorance increases.
Right.
Okay? So this is how the entire our Vedic cosmology is like this. But you cannot just take a
Hmm.
plane and go.
Hmm.
You need a different currency to go up. It's called currency of karma. The more good karma you accumulate, the more up you can go.
Yeah.
But the maximum you can go is this place, the place of Brahma. ब्रह्मा जी जो है, अभी कमल के ऊपर है. इज द टॉप मोस्ट पोजिशन इन द मेटेरियल वर्ल्ड इज श्री ब्रह्मा. मतलब उनका वो, उनका जो प्लेस है, उनका जो लोक है, ऊपर एकदम. ठीक है? बट नो मैटर हाउ मच यू डू गुड, बोलते हैं ना, पुण्य कर्म, बोलते हैं पुण्य कर्म.
Hmm.
पुण्य कर्म करने के बाद द मैक्सिमम यू कैन गो इज दिस प्लेस.
Okay.
But you're still within this world, universe. You don't go
Universe.
beyond this. Does it make sense?
Hmm. Yeah.
But तो कभी डिपेंड करता है जाना किसको जाना है कि नहीं जाना है. If someone is happy being here, they can be here. They can play the game of पुण्य पाप जो भी है. They can go up down up down up down. हाँ? They can be there. लेकिन आपको बाहर जाना है, if you go outside, then this पुण्य पाप won't work. Because punya doesn't have the strength to take us from beyond this world. Because if you do punya, then what happens? you need to take a new body to enjoy the result of the punya we did. Does it make sense? जैसे पाप भी किया है तो ऐसे बॉडी में जो सफर करना पड़े.
Right.
The only way to go out of this is when you don't have karma either to get a body to enjoy or to suffer. तभी आ पाएंगे ना.
Yeah.
तो वो पुण्य पाप से मिलेगा ही नहीं, because पुण्य will give you good body, पाप will give you body. Then you
But
need
you know,
something.
but you know what the irony is,
Mhm.
for you to know that you are going to next stage, you have
Mhm.
to eventually die and move to the next stage, right?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm in Bhuloka, right? Like, I'm in
Mhm.
Earth, middle planet. Now,
Mhm.
if I want to go to Svargloka, obviously, do you think I can go in a human form to
No,
Svargloka?
you
No,
can't.
right?
You can't.
No, right? Yeah.
But then when you done the Swargaloka, you again come back to Bhuloka.
Oh,
It's like,
okay.
imagine, ये दिया हुआ है भगवत चैप्टर नंबर 9 में दिया हुआ है ना.
Huh.
क्षीणे पुण्य मर्त्य लोक मिशंति. क्षीणे पुण्य, क्षीणे मतलब खत्म हो गया. पुण्य
Hmm.
पुण्य खत्म होने के बाद मर्त्य लोक
Hmm.
मिशंति मतलब आना पड़ता है. कहाँ पे? मर्त्य लोक में.
Okay.
अर्थ में आना पड़ता है. It's like this, imagine you are your debit card account में.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
go up, you swipe debit card. बैंक बैलेंस कम हो रहा है, हो रहा है, हो रहा है, हो रहा है, हो रहा है. उसके बाद नीचे होटल वाला बोले पैसा नहीं आपके पास, चलो निकल जाओ बाहर.
Mm. Mm.
एंड इफ यू इनकर टू मच डेट, क्रेडिट कार्ड स्वाइप कर रहे हो आप, यू आर
Right. Then you
इंक्रीजिंग
are
योर डेट,
going to go beyond the middle planet, which is the
यू आर
lower
गोइंग
planet.
डाउन,
Yeah.
राइट. इनकर डेट तो यहाँ पे भुगतना पड़ेगा, फिर से आएगा, लेकिन यू कम बैक अगेन टू ऑलवेज दिस पर्टिकुलर प्लैनेट.
So
यू
if
कम.
that's the case, we will never. So this cycle will
हाँ,
go on.
एग्जैक्टली. अरे चलता आ रहा है ये तो, गड्डी चलती आ रही है, तो दिस इज गोइंग ऑन. तो वन
So who
वन
knows?
क्वेश्चन, या
So who knows? All of us must have been in Svargloka in previous birth, and
ऑफ
since our
कोर्स.
punya have like got like we have used up all our punya, and we came back again.
Oh yes, not only that, we have got all the body. We think of bahar dekho, you see outside,
Yeah.
whatever animals inside you can see, whatever, we have gone through that. Whatever, lion,
Mm-hmm.
cheetah, insect, mosquito, जो भी देखो. And that's why we finally get a human body. After going through each and every species, we finally get a human body. And ये
Mm-hmm.
human body में भी हमने फिर से वही कांड की है. फिर से घुसा पड़ेगा लाइन में, एंड फिर से घूम के फिर कभी आएगा पता नहीं. This makes sense. This is the rarity of when we say, right? A human is so rare. Hey, कहाँ rare? दिख रहा तो I can see everyone here. It's 7 billion people in the planet, on the planet. Rare किधर है? But we forget the number of insects, the aquatics. They are so much more. ऊपर, so much more. We are like a frog in the well. Not able to go see beyond. It needs some sukriti, some little bit intelligence to understand. Frankly speaking.
Is there a reason why there is a picture of Vishnu at the very bottom and then at the
Yeah,
very top?
yeah. So this earth, right?
Yeah.
The universe is
Yeah.
half filled with water.
Huh.
This is called as Garbhodaka ocean. This is ये वाला.
Okay. Yeah.
And in the
Huh.
ocean resides Garbhodakashayi Vishnu.
Hmm.
So, and उनके नाभि से निकलता है कमल.
Right.
एक कमल
Okay.
के ऊपर जो फूल थे, कमल के ऊपर जो है ब्रह्मा, तो ब्रह्मा का उत्पत्ति कहाँ से हुआ है? गर्भोदक्षाय विष्णु से.
Right. Okay.
That's why it's in here.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? And this is just one universe, and it's innumerable universes. So the point is what you mentioned, तो हम तो घूमते रहेंगे, keep on moving, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
तो the intelligent person, one who sees this, understand, अरे भाई घूम रहे हैं, तो करना क्या? Is it possible to go beyond? That's the next logical question someone should ask, frankly speaking, right?
Mm. Mm.
Then that's where the Upanishad starts. अथातो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा. Now that you understood that भैया ये तुम तो घूम रहे हैं, सिर्फ एलिवेटर के ऊपर नीचे खेल रहे हैं हम.
Mm.
ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा. What are we doing? What is my, मतलब ऊपर नीचे आने ये गेम खेलना हम लोग को, बस करना क्या है? What is the purpose? This is going up and down. Is there something beyond this world? Who am I? That that inquisitiveness starts coming. The questions are coming up. What am I doing? What is it I'm supposed to do? is it the only place? Should go beyond? What is going on? All these questions, curious questions, starts coming up, or should come up at least.
Yeah, it's like we're stuck in a cycle.
Asking a loop. Is there a way out of this loop? And the answer, of course, is yes. But some people take it, some people don't. Some people say, I'm happy. Take it, no problem. But people say, no, I want to go. I want to know what is on the other side.
Right, yeah.
And that's where you take the path of bhakti to go here. This is Brahma Jyoti and this is beyond.
Brahma Jyoti, okay.
And उसके ऊपर है भगवत धाम, अयोध्या, द्वारका, जो धाम you can think of all, बद्रीनाथ, सब यहाँ पे है. इसे कहते हैं भौतिक जगत, इसे कहते हैं आध्यात्मिक जगत, material world and spiritual world.
But we are too far from that.
Too far from the, it is not a matter of distance like kilometers or miles.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about spiritually, we are too far, I feel.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
But if you want to go somewhere, unless you start, you'll never reach.
yeah.
You'll never reach. You can just say बहुत दूर है, बहुत दूर है.
Mm,
दूरी होगा मतलब चलेंगे दूरी होगा वो. As you go forward,
yeah,
it may be far, but as you move forward, keep moving forward, the distance is reducing one by one.
yeah,
It
yeah.
will happen. But the amazing thing is, the path to that particular place is also wonderful.
Yes.
It's also wonderful. It's not you have to emaciate your body, मतलब ऐसा रूखा सूखा तपस्या करके नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You have to become like चट्टा मुंह बिना खाया, कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है. It's a very joyous process, right? तो कुछ ऐसे भक्ति चैप्टर में बताया, कुछ ऐसे सुसुखम करते हो. अरे भक्ति ऐसा है जो सुसुखम करते हो. It's very pleasing, it's very joyful.
Yeah.
It's not something which, but there are other possible. For example, ज्ञान योग. The prerequisite for ज्ञान योग पता क्या है? सुना होगा विष्णु, ज्ञान योग, कर्म योग, ज्ञान योग, अष्टांग योग, सुना है राइट?
Yeah,
ज्ञान योग का प्रीरेक्विजिट क्या है? संन्यास.
sannyas.
संन्यास. संन्यास कहाँ से ले मेरे भाई? And generally women are not given sannyas. तो मतलब women they can't go? No.
No, there must be some other way.
Exactly है ना. तो
Bhakti.
अष्टांग योग, तो चलो ज्ञान योग हम निकल गया, हमारा हमको संन्यास, हम कहाँ संन्यास ले?
You know what, Prabhu, I remember you told about all this
Yeah.
last year when I first, like in the first few sessions,
Yeah.
you told me. And you told me that there was one way out, which was through bhakti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? So Jnana
Yeah.
Yoga can't be done at every point of time. Ashtanga Yoga के लिए you have to go in a forest. That's a prerequisite. You can't do Ashtanga Yoga in a city. बना ही नहीं उसके लिए वो. You can do asana and something like that, but asana and something is not Ashtanga Yoga. It's a part of Ashtanga Yoga. So many things more. So I'm saying bhakti is that which can be performed at any stage of life. And bhakti regards many things. I'll show you verse. Oh, verse मेरे पास है क्या अभी? It's very beautiful verse.
Do you mind sharing this poster?
Yeah, sure, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me show you Padmavali ka verse. I have it. Give me 1 second. This is very beautiful. I just want to share that. It shows the glory of bhakti. Okay? Which you will not find anywhere else. So let me go to my devotee. Oh yes, it has Padmavali here. Okay, so let me join Zoom from my lap like this as well. अरे किधर है लेकिन? What is the meeting ID? Okay, I'll stop my sharing so that I can send you. Okay, perfect. Join 779. Okay. I'm joining. I'll share my screen from here. Okay. You can still hear me, right? Hmm.
Just a second, I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you can still hear me, Vijay, right? Just want to make sure.
I'm listening, Prabhu. I've
Okay.
even heard this Padyavali verse, Prabhu, which you're looking for, but I forgot.
Ready?
Once eight benefits of
No, it's not benefits.
not
It's the glory of Bhakti.
glory of Bhakti. Yes, Prabhu, I've heard this somewhere. I don't know where.
Mm. Okay, let me search. Open with arrow. Search. ये वाला go Bhakti यहाँ पे text number 8. Is this one talking about? Text number 8.
Yes, tell me or read it once, Prabhu. I will see if I
Yeah,
recognize.
I think so. Where was the hunter Dharma's piety? Dhruva's
Oh,
purity.
yes, Prabhu. Yes, this is the one, Prabhu. Where is the Gajendra's thing? And
Yes.
oh, this will be so very nice, Prabhu.
So Varsha to come back.
Yes, Prabhu. She will join late, no, Prabhu, but she didn't come, I guess.
Yeah, Ramya, right? Yeah, is it?
Yes, Prabhu. Lakshmi said she's not coming.
Yeah. It's okay. Whoever will talk about Bhagwan, that's it. Yeah, they can hear the recording if they wish to. Okay. So here, yeah, just in the meantime, so here, attend the super high planets, it means Jana, Tapa, Mahar, look at that particular planet. That is in that mode. That is what this verse is. Okay. Would you read the next verse in the meantime? Till she comes, then we can talk about them.
Sure, Prabhu. Which verse number, Prabhu?
15. Next verse.
Oh, let me open, Prabhu. 1 second. रजसी प्रलयं गत्वा कर्मसङ्गीषु जायते तथा प्रलीनस्तमसि मूढयोनिषु जायते. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. When one dies in the mode of passion, he takes birth among those engaged in the fruitive activities. And when one dies in the mode of ignorance, he takes birth in the animal kingdom. Purport. Some people have the impression that the soul reaches the platform of the human life, it never goes under again. This is incorrect. According to this verse, if one develops the mode of goodness after his death, he is degraded to an animal form of life. From there, one has to elevate himself by an evolutionary process to come again to the human form of life. Therefore, those who are actually serious about the human life should take to the mode of goodness and in the mode of association transcend the modes and become situated in Krishna consciousness. This is the aim of the human life. Otherwise, there is no guarantee that the human being will again and again attain to the human status. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. Krishna.
Okay, Prabhu.
So, Rajasi, in passion, pralayam means destruction of the body. Gatva, when they attain, when in the mode of passion, their body is destroyed, they attain karma sangishu, association among those who are attached to karma. Okay, Varsha, okay, we'll come back. So, Varsha,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
okay, so these words, can you see the words here?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
So here's beautiful Guru Bhakti. You see here. Hunter Dharma's piety. Where the hunter Dharma's piety? Hunter, what does hunter do? Kills animals
Uh-huh.
mercilessly. ऐसे लोगों
Yeah.
को पुण्य कैसे मिलता है? पाप मिलेगा उनको.
Mm-hmm.
But the person attained the highest destination from bhakti. That's what I mentioned here. Hunter Dharma. Dhruva.
Okay.
Dhruva was a 5-year-old boy. कौन सा बच्चों कौन सा बड़ा ज्ञानी था कुछ नहीं.
Mm-hmm.
Attained भगवान attained, right?
Okay.
5 लाख उम्र
Yeah.
में.
Yeah.
गजेंद्र एलिफेंट.
Mm.
कहाँ नॉलेज कितना नॉलेज होता है एलिफेंट को? नॉलेज
Yeah.
एनिमल.
Less compared to you and
Yeah,
humans. Yeah.
yeah. But then Bhagwan came in front. Canto number section Bhagavatam, canto number 8. Gajendra Stuti is one of the beautiful. Bhagwan come there, he attained the highest destination. Kubja's beauty. Kubja was very deformed, disfigured. Bhagwan came. She had intense attachment for Krishna. Krishna held his chin, held her chin, pulled her up, transformed her completely. What this concluded beauty which could attract Krishna. Knowledge, अरे ज्ञान चाहिए, ज्ञान अर्ज करो, इकट्ठा करो. Man say, I don't care. The maturity, I don't care. Piety, I don't care. Sudama's wealth. Sudama, कितना पैसा है सुदामा के पास? कुछ नहीं. Did he care? No, he did not. Vidura's noble. Vidura was Shudra. Vidura, no, एकदम no caste. Bhagwan cares? I don't care. She was Ugrasen, the king of Mathura, Dwarka. Caste strength. I don't care. Any. So it says, Bhaktya tushyati kevalam nachagunair bhakti priyo madhava. Bhaktya tushyati kevalam. भगवान से भक्ति से ही खुश हो जाते हैं. नच गुणेर, गुणों से नहीं. भक्ति प्रियो. माधव इज भक्ति प्रिया. Only bhakti. So Madhav is only pleased with the devotional service, not by material qualifications. If you may have a lot of wealth, this is another verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. It's from Prahlad Maharaj. You're trying Prahlad Maharaj, I just quote Prahlad Maharaj. Manye dhana bijana manye dhana. Dhana bhi. It's another beautiful verse. Srimad Bhagavatam 799. Manye dhana bijana rupa tapashva taujas. Prahlad Maharaj continued, one may possess wealth, aristocratic family, beauty, austerity, education, sensory expertise, luster, influence, physical strength, diligence, intelligence, mystic yoga power. I think even all these qualifications one cannot satisfy Supreme Personality of Godhead. Right? न आराधनाया ही भवंती परस्य पुंसो. लेकिन क्या है? भक्त्या तुतोषसी. सेम वर्ड इज यूज्ड. वहां पे भी सेम था. भक्त्या तुष्यति, भक्त्या तुतोष भगवान. And use the example of Gajendra. Gajayuth Paya. How one can satisfy Lord simply by devotional service. Gajendra did this. The Lord was satisfied with him.
Yeah.
एक ज्ञान योग से नहीं हो सकता है, अष्टांग योग से नहीं हो सकता, कर्म योग से बिल्कुल भी नहीं हो सकता है. कतई नहीं. Right? So, the point is, this is the best process. And this process has the ability. So now क्या होता है? ज्ञान योग, अष्टांग योग is not, ये नहीं कि useless है. नहीं नहीं. It can remove all the sins. Now, do you think, is there a problem, or is it amazing that it can remove all sins? ज्ञान योग अष्टांग योग can remove all sins. सब पापों से मुक्त कर सकता है. तो बढ़िया है कि नहीं बढ़िया है?
Yeah, it is amazing.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
एक प्रॉब्लम है. Can Can you think of any problem with that? Very difficult to find, right? Problem? सब कुछ
I mean,
टेस्ट कर रहे हैं यार, तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है?
one thing I can
Okay.
say that if all the sins are removed, which means
Mhm.
that we are going to higher universe,
Mhm.
do you think we still, but we won't be worship, like what I'm trying to say is we won't be able to worship Krishna more, right?
We
Once
can do.
we remove sins and everything, like,
No, so the problem is, removing sins is wonderful, as you mentioned, wonderful. But this is a small but big problem. Is that the tendency to do sinful activities not removed?
oh, yeah.
ऊपर से
The
फॉल्ट
character
हो चुका
of
है.
a person, basically. Yeah.
हाँ, जो
Yeah.
प्रवृत्ति जो है ना, वो नष्ट नहीं होती.
The characteristic of that person,
हाँ,
you cannot
it's like a
change
seed
that.
from
Yeah.
it's like seed from inside. मतलब ना, इतनी फॉरेस्ट फायर,
Yeah.
तो सब कुछ खत्म हो गया. एक बारिश आने का क्या होता है फिर से ऊपर आ जाए सब कुछ, है कि नहीं?
Yeah. Yeah.
The tendency
Yeah.
to commit sinful activities cannot be destroyed by jnana and ashtanga yoga. The
Mm-hmm.
reactions can be destroyed, no doubt. It's very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
The bhakti has the
Yeah.
potency to not only destroy the sinful reaction, but destroy the tendency to do sinful reactions. That is the glory of bhakti.
That's amazing.
वो निकल गया सब कुछ चल गया ना, मतलब जैसे कि रूट जड़ से निखार दो, आएगा ही कुछ.
Mm.
So imagine, bhakti is easy to perform. ज्ञान योग में संन्यास लेना नहीं है, अष्टांग जाना नहीं, easy to perform, and the effects also amazing.
Mm.
Why which intelligent person would not choose bhakti?
Mm. Yeah.
People have think इतना सिंपल कैसे हो सकते हैं? तो think right, complicated हो तो अच्छा, मतलब लग रहा है कुछ. How can simple things? I don't think so. It's that powerful. People, भगवान सिंह भाई कलयुग में तुम्हारी औकात ही नहीं है मेरे भाई. You can't do all this stuff. I'm making it dumb, I'm making it easy for you, everyone. And why would someone like Bhagwan, who is the best friend of all of us, why would you make something only for specific individuals? ज्ञान योग only for sannyas लेके ऐसे क्यों बनाएगा? भगवान wants everyone to come back, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you make such, ये कलयुग में only ये मार्ग? No, bhakti is that one which encompasses everything. Isn't that logical? Isn't that logical enough? It encompasses everything, all spheres of life, at every member of each and every society, at every level, every stage. Is that, duh, it's like that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so this is amazing process.
Mm.
We should take up, and when you start performing, you will say, "अरे, क्या कर रहे- अरे, wow, you have to taste it to know what it feels like." I can express it in whatever way I can, but you must keep moving to understand it and experience it.
Mm.
Right? This is. So hopefully there's a long answer, and the answer something to your question, sorry. But hopefully
Yeah.
that
Yeah. I know we took so many tangential here and
points.
there, but
But again,
yeah.
come back, point that when one dies,
Yeah.
being mode of goodness, maximum go upper planetary systems. Janat tapa mahar from Satyalok, that's उसके ऊपर नहीं.
Mm.
Now Vijay read the next verse, 15th verse. It says that रजसी प्रलयम गत्वा कर्म संगीष जायते. जो शरीर नष्ट, after leaving the body, the person who is predominantly rajogun will attain the company of those who are attached to karma. ये कर्म मीन्स व्हाट? काम में करना, मतलब बोलते हैं ना, द पीपल हु डू, अरे हमको धनम दे ही वित्तम दे, हमें ये वो चाहिए. ऐसे व्यक्ति जो दे अटैच टू अर्निंग थिंग्स, कीपिंग
Mm.
थिंग्स, दे विल टेक बर्थ इन दैट काइंड ऑफ फैमिलीज. पैशन वही है ना, करना है कुछ कर दिखा. तो ओके, यू गो विद दैट फैमिली व्हिच विल हेल्प टू नरिश योर मोड व्हिच यू वांट. भगवान इज वेरी फेयर, तुमको जैसा चाहिए वैसा देगा हम, सिंपल. You have cultivate that kind of mood. I'll give you something by which you can cultivate, increase cultivation of that particular mood which you already cultivated in previous life. Bhagavan is very fair in that. The karma, the concept of the system of karma is very fair. Nothing unfair about it. Whatever we do, it gives is what we get. Simple as that, right? So now उसका तथा प्रलीनस तमसी मूढ़ योनिष जायते. प्रलीनस मतलब जिसका शायद त्याग है कहाँ पे तमसी तमस मूड में they get birth in lower species like animal species of life. Hmm. This is a result of the living entities leaving their body in these three modes. सतोगुण में ऊपर, रजोगुण में मिडिल प्लैनेट कर दिखाएंगे, तमस में lower species of life in the same planet. Does it make sense? Any questions on this? So by studying these three modes, what we understand is where we are, what can what how can we all these verses, what can affect us, what are the symptoms by which we can diagnose ourselves. हम कहाँ पे हमको कहाँ जाना है. All this stuff. Krishna is giving us like a kind of like a roadmap to know where we are, what should we do to go where we need to go. Yeah. Anything before we go ahead? Once, twice. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, next verse. We read verse number 16. Okay. So now in the next three verses, Krishna will describe the result of acting in these three modes. So Krishna पहले बताया कि those in this mode, what are the characteristics? Then Krishna mentioned what is the result of a person leaving the body in these three modes. ठीक है? Now Krishna will talk about the results of acting in these three modes. When you action करते right? What happens when you in a particular mode you do some action in this predominantly in these three modes? What is the result of such action? Okay? Verse number 16. I can read the verse. कर्मणा सुकृतस्याहुः सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं रजसस्तु फलं दुःखम् अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्. Synonyms: karmanah of work, sukritasya pious, ahuhu is said, satvikam in the mode of goodness, nirmalam purified, phalam the result, rajasaha of the mode of passion, two but phalam the result, dukkham misery, ajnanam nonsense, tamasa of the mode of ignorance, phalam the result. Translation by Shri ki jai. Okay. The result of pious action is pure and is said to be the mode of goodness. But action done in the mode of passion results in misery, and action performed in the mode of ignorance results in foolishness. The result of pious activities in the mode of goodness is pure. Therefore, the sages who are free from all illusion are situated in happiness. But the activities in the mode of passion are simply miserable. Any activity for material happiness is bound to be defeated. If, for example, one wants to have a skyscraper, so much human misery has to be undergone before a big skyscraper can be built. The financier has to make much trouble to earn a mass of wealth. Those who are slaving to construct the building have to render physical toil. The miseries are there. The Bhagavad Gita says that in any activity performed under the spell of the mode of passion, there is definitely great misery. There may be so-called little mental happiness. So-called mental happiness. I have this house or this money, but this is not actual happiness. As far as the mode of ignorance is concerned, the performer is without knowledge, and therefore all his activities result in present misery, and afterwards he will go on toward animal life. Animal life is always miserable. Although under the spell of the illusory energy Maya, the animals do not understand this. Slaughtering poor animals is also due to the mode of ignorance. The animal killers do not know that in the future the animal will have a body suitable to kill them. That is a law of nature. In human society, if one kills a man, he has to be hanged. This is the law of the state. Because of ignorance, people do not perceive that there is complete state control by the Supreme Lord. Every living creature is a son of the Supreme Lord and does not tolerate even an ant being killed. One has to pay for it. So indulgence in animal killing for the taste of tongue is the grossest kind of ignorance. A human being has no need to kill animals because God has supplied so many nice things. If one indulges in meat eating anyway, it is to be understood that he is acting in ignorance and is making his future very dark. Of all kinds of animal killing, the killing of cows is the most vicious because the cow gives us all kinds of pleasure by supplying milk. Cow slaughter is an act of grossest type of ignorance. In Vedic literature, Rig Veda 946.4, the words Gobihi Prinita Matsaram indicate one who, being fully satisfied by milk, his desire of killing the cow is in the grossest ignorance. There's also a prayer in the Vedic literature that states, Namo Brahmane Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha, Jagadhitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namah. My Lord, you are the well-wisher of the cows and the Brahmanas, and you are the well-wisher of the entire human society and world. Vishnu Puran. Man. The purport is that special mention is given in that prayer for the protection of the cows and the Brahmanas. Brahmanas are the symbol of spiritual education, and cows are the symbol of most valuable food. These two living creatures, the Brahmanas and the cows, must be given all protection. That is a real advancement of civilization. In modern human society, spiritual knowledge is neglected and cow killing is encouraged. It is to be understood then that human society is advancing in the wrong direction and is clearing the path to its own condemnation. A civilization which guides its citizens to become animals in the next life is certainly not a human civilization. The present human civilization is, of course, grossly misled by the modes of passion and ignorance. It is a very dangerous age, and all nations should take care to provide the easiest process, Krishna consciousness, to save humanity from the greatest danger. Wonderful purport. Yeah. Any thoughts? Hi, Krishna Ramya. Welcome. Anything to share?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sorry, very late.
No worries. Thank you for joining. Even then. So,
Yeah.
okay. Anything to share?
Yeah, so it
Mhm.
talks about the building of skyscraper, right?
Mhm.
So I understand that we are building it like there is a trouble to earn that wealth, and then who are
Mhm.
constructing is the thing. But let's say we are building a temple itself, which is
Mhm.
not big, but you see these days the architecture has gone so advanced that we build so huge temples.
Mhm.
Then you can't consider that as a sin, right?
The purpose, right? Skyscraper किसके लिए बना
Yeah,
skyscraper? For skyscraper is for us.
for us, yeah,
Temple is for whom?
for God, yeah.
So,
Okay, so what if the skyscraper, okay, any building is constructed, but eventually it's helping people in some way, like an NGO, if you say,
okay. Hmm.
then then the purpose is right, correct? So there is
Mhm.
no harm in that, right?
So,
We are talking about the purpose is not supposed to the purpose should be meaningful is what we are trying to say right here.
yes, probably meaningful. So, but there are gradations in meaningfulness, if you could say that in that way. For example, um, you have you heard the term Manav Seva is Madhav Seva? सुना है?
हाँ, हम्म,
वो सही है कि गलत है? What do you think?
it's true.
How can do Manav Seva is Madhav Seva? How does doing Manav Seva help to attain God?
We say that statement because we say God is in every human, right?
हाँ, गॉड इज इवन हिम तो है. गॉड इज इवन इवन तो मतलब गॉड इज सब जगह, बिल्डिंग में, हर एक एटम में भी है.
मतलब उस in that way we say that's how that
That term, let's say you Manav Seva, right? Let's say Manav Seva. Let's say you do build NGO, everything
mm,
is wonderful,
mm,
no doubt. But when you do some act, this act in a very, what do you say, without any expectation of return, you do
mm,
purely for their benefit. For example, let's say एकदम perfect है, ideal case, okay? उसके लिए कर
mm,
रहे हो, उनके लिए कर रहे हो, everything ready, everything for them. What will you get? You'll get punya, right?
mm.
पुण्य करने के बाद क्या मिलेगा वो? What do you think will happen next after the
We'll
punya?
just go to the higher stage like you told.
And फिर से क्या होगा?
Once that is over, we'll come back.
Come back again. So in
Yeah.
immediate run, yes, that's good.
Okay.
But as you mentioned, when scriptures talk about benefit, it talks about shreyas. So these two, that's called shreyas and prayas.
Mm,
Prayas means short term benefit. अभी के लिए अच्छा क्या है? जैसे बोलते हैं ना, बच्चे बोलते हैं ना, मुझे नहीं पढ़ाई करना है, आई डोंट वांट टू स्टडी, आई वांट टू प्ले. तो किड्स, अरे प्ले इज अमेजिंग है ना, तो खेलने का और क्या, पढ़ना क्या करता है, राइट? बट पेरेंट नोस भाई साहब पढ़ेगा तो आगे लाइफ अच्छा होगा, राइट?
Hmm.
बच्चों को पता नहीं लेकिन। तो वी आर, इफ यू थिंक अरे हाँ ये बेस्ट है, बट वी आर नॉट थिंकिंग बियॉन्ड दिस लाइफ। इट इज गुड, नॉट ऑल इज गुड, बट इफ वन wants to go beyond, to when to look at something which can take us beyond this button death life। नंबर में से अरे तो मतलब एंजॉय नहीं करना चाहिए? मन में तो क्वेश्चन, तो मतलब जो
No,
भक्ति करे एंजॉय नहीं कर सकते?
you have to do, but you also have to do bhakti also, is
Then
what.
how do you incorporate both? You can't have, you can't live two lives। डबल लाइफ कैसे जिएंगे हम? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, चलो फॉर एग्जाम्पल राइट, यू डोनेट क्लोथ्स, डोनेट फूड, अन्नदान कर रहे हैं, अन्नदान, अन्नदान वेरी गुड, राइट? अन्नदान वेरी गुड, राइट? अन्नदान करने का इट्स वेरी गुड, इट्स वेरी पायस एक्टिविटी कंसिडर्ड, राइट? लोगों को अन्न देना, खाना देना। व्हाट इफ वी मेक वट एवर यू वांट, सात्विक, you offer to Bhagwan and then distribute it. What do you think that is? Is it good, or that is punya or non-punya, or whatever it is? What do you think?
Sorry, what was that? Like you give
So
to
let's say
God,
you prepare a lot of,
offer to God. Okay.
yeah, and offer to Bhagwan, Krishna
हाँ,
भगवान को offer किया, and then you distribute everyone।
yeah.
तो वो क्या है? वो पुण्य कमा रहे हो आप, नहीं कमा रहे हो, क्या क्या कर रहे हो? पुण्य है?
हाँ, it is
नहीं
punya,
है पुण्य
right?
वो। पुण्य कैसे हो गया वो? बिकॉज यू डू ऑफर
Because
टू
you're
भगवान, देव
feeling,
प्रसाद।
no, you're giving prasad to Bhagwan.
नहीं,
Yeah.
जो भोग to भगवान, भगवान को भोग चढ़ा दिया,
हाँ,
प्रसाद मिल
हाँ.
गया। तो प्रसाद का वितरण इज नॉट पुण्य।
No, but you're also filling people's stomach,
तो
right?
दे ईटिंग प्रसाद, दैट मीन दे आर गेटिंग सुकृति, भक्ति सुकृति। उनका भक्ति का लाइफ, भक्ति का जो पाथ है ना, वो चालू हो
हाँ,
गया है।
okay.
दैट मीन्स यू आर डूइंग द बेनिफिट फॉर देम बाय मेकिंग देम स्टार्ट ऑन द प्रोसेस बाय विच दे कैन गेट आउट ऑफ द लाइफ वेरी सून।
Hmm.
डज मेक सेंस?
Oh, so you're saying that's not punya, that's bhakti.
भक्ति
I see. Okay, okay.
इज भक्ति, बिकॉज वी आर
Yeah.
मेकिंग प्रसादम। प्रसाद मीन्स अंग, भक्ति का अंग, मतलब अंग of भक्ति मीन्स that activity which you do which
Hmm.
helps us get closer to Bhagwan, and that is bhakti, प्रेम भक्ति, भक्ति भगवान धाम में आने के लिए। तो देर आर सर्टन लिम्स, सर्टन थिंग्स वी डू। शब्द भगवान का सुनना, कथा करना, श्रवणम कीर्तनम स्मरणम। सो भगवान जब आते हैं, उठना, भगवान का कीर्तन करना, डांस करना, जप करना, इज ऑल अंग ऑफ भक्ति। वन ऑफ द अंग ऑफ भक्ति इज विथ प्रसादम। तो बाय अदर पीपल दे डोंट नो दे डूइंग भक्ति, बट दे डूइंग प्रसादम।
Yeah.
मतलब भक्ति का अंग किया। भक्ति अंग करने मतलब क्या हुआ? उनका उनका जो भक्ति का पाथ जो है, हमने आरंभ कर दिया है। इफ यू डिडंट
And
डू इट, दे वुड नेवर गॉट चांस। माइट बी दे में से गॉड साइकिल बढ़ते चलते रहता था, बट बाय यू गिविंग देम प्रसादम, यू स्टार्टेड देयर प्रोसेस ऑफ गोइंग फ्रॉम दिस वर्ल्ड।
hmm.
डज मेक सेंस?
Yeah, it does.
Would isn't that a much greater benefit than just giving them food? अच्छा लगा, खा लिया, but still stuck in this world?
Yeah.
तो बेनिफिट कहाँ पे हुआ? तो मानव सेवा इज एक्चुअली रॉन्ग। माधव
Okay.
सेवा इज मानव सेवा।
Hmm.
क्योंकि हमें माधव की सेवा की, भोग चढ़ाकर उनको दे दिया, मानव सेवा हो गई। डज मेक सेंस?
Yeah, it does. Thank you. Yeah.
सो दिस इज सो ऑल दिस skyscraper building, if you do if for our own pleasure, तो हम तो खुद भी फंस रहे हैं ना। बट बड़ा भगवान के लिए, इस पर भगवान एंड भगवान के भक्तों के लिए। भगवान बिकम satisfied when devotees become satisfied, just like a parent becomes satisfied when child becomes satisfied। आप बच्चे को खिलौने दो, एक parent and a child, you give something very nice to the child, the parent become more happy than if you give them directly to them। भगवान like oh, you made my devotee happy, you made me happy। तो भगवान को खुश करना एक है, भक्तों को खुश करना नेक्स्ट लेवल है, वन नॉच अप, राइट? तो प्लीजिंग डिवोटीज इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। फिर मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब हवाई उड़ाना, जस्ट फ्लैटरिंग, नो नो। by doing service to them. Kay सेवा कर, what can I do for you? A devotee won't say, हमको ये चाहिए, हमको वो चाहिए. They will never say like that. But the desire to serve devotees makes Bhagavan very happy. This includes the devotees you see around. It includes Tulsi Maharani. It includes cows. Cows are very, 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 very dear to Krishna. I'll give you a small thing, okay? Be nice. So, you know, the Kalya fasting. Suna Kalya fasting, you heard Kalya fasting? Krishna has a hood of Kalya? No?
Kalia fasting, Prabhu? What
Kalya
was the word?
fasting. Leela. Kalya Leela.
Yeah, I know that Leela. Yeah.
Thanks, Sunji. Varsha, have you heard that before? Just want to make sure.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So, in Vrindavan, in Yamuna, in part of Yamuna, there used to be a serpent called Kalya. Easily that Krishna was there. So what happened? Long story short, he had made the entire a lake small part of lake of Yamuna fully poisonous to the extreme.
Okay.
Any bird flying over it would become dead just by the vapors. That poisonous.
Okay.
There have been months, cows, Krishna in the forest. I'm just showing how cows are dear to Krishna. So cows, they were searching for new grass. कहाँ पे खाने के लिए grass, खाने के लिए, and they went near the lake and just took a sip of water. And they just fell to the ground.
Behosh.
Yeah. So almost like that.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
almost like that. The boys, but the Krishna friends, है ना, coward boys. बोले, किधर गई यार? अरे, and they started looking, अरे, घास यहाँ पे, they ate घास खाने, there is science, right? Cows are chewed. यहाँ पे, then they saw all cows are lying on the ground. What will we do without the cows? So many cows. It's better we also drink and we also give. मतलब they also drank and this घर चले गए. तो कृष्ण ने करे, यार मैं कुछ I went for something else, सब चले गए यार, किधर गए वो लोग यार? Krishna went and said, Krishna saw this entire scene. And Krishna loves his devotees so much. He came, took each one of them in his hand and wiped all the dust from their face, and just with his glance revived each one of the coward friends and cows. Just by his glance. जैसे मंदिर जाते हैं हम लोग, हम भगवान को देखने नहीं आते हैं. We are not there to go to see Bhagwan. We are going there so Bhagwan can see us. इधर हम पे डाल दो. So that our bhakti or spiritual life, which is as like dead, the gopas and the cows, may you revive that bhakti in my heart just by your loving glance. Just like you revived them when they're, what to say, dead. We go to Bhagwan not to see them, Bhagwan. So can he see us? That is the actual meaning of भगवान का दर्शन करना. When you go to the डॉक्टर के पास गया क्या? डॉक्टर देख क्या बोलते, हिंदी बोलते हैं ना, डॉक्टर को देख क्या बोलते हैं? मतलब कि हाँ देखा, डॉक्टर दिखा आपको, ठीक है चलो हम आ गए, ऐसा क्या मतलब क्या है? डॉक्टर को देखना मतलब जाके डॉक्टर हमको देखना.
Yeah, diagnose. Yeah.
तो when you see भगवान को देखा गया, इसका मतलब भगवान को देखना, भगवान हमको देखो यार प्लीज. दिस इज एक्चुअली मीनिंग ऑफ दर्शन. भगवत दर्शन का मतलब ये होता है. सो द पॉइंट इज when the cows were revived, they were jumping and saying, "Oh Krishna!" And they came, and Krishna was standing like this, हाथ कमर पे ऐसा रख के, and each cow हाथ के बीच में, they put their head around and just doing like this to Krishna, and they wouldn't leave Krishna, and the Gopas say, "अरे बस हो गया, हमारा टर्न है, चलो," but they're not leaving. Krishna loves the cows. I'm saying so. Worshipping or serving Krishna's devotees mean the devotees Tulsi Maharani and cows also. Right? So this is all again. Thanks question 2. Manav said that question mentioned. Does it help to answer the question?
Very beautifully explained the story. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. Okay. So we'll finish the verse. Okay. The result of the work in the mode of sattva is pure happiness. Okay. And because sattva is the most pure you can get, with a tinge of other thing, but it's the most pure you can get. The result of action is pure. मतलब very less lamentation, very less issue, problem वगैरह वगैरह. That means happiness devoid is the result of rajas and tamas. So मतलब we'll see the result of rajas and tamas, right? Imagine those are neglected, those are not present to a great degree in sattva. We'll see what is sattva, rajas and tamas, by which you can understand the result of action of sattva also. So now the result of action in rajas guna is little happiness, abundance of grief. मिलता है, happiness मिलता है, लेकिन grief बड़ा है, the quantity is more. तो भगवत गीता says माता स्पर्शस्तु कौन्तेय, नहीं नहीं, ये ही संस्पर्श जा भोगा दुख योना येवते. जो हम भोग करते हैं, एनी मेटेरियल एंजॉयमेंट वी डू, एनीथिंग वी डू फॉर आवर एंजॉयमेंट, इट्स लाइक दुख योनि, womb of misery. When a lady is pregnant, the baby will be delivered very soon, just a matter of time. When we enjoy our senses with a sense object, the delivery of misery is very soon or not so far away. वो आना ही है. That is the meaning of that verse. Dukkha yona ya evate. Right? So this according to the cause. So basically, the happiness which we feel, we think is so great, we don't feel the abundance of grief. So there's a mixture of punya and पाप in रजोगुण. तो पुण्य से क्या मिलता है? हैप्पीनेस. पाप से रजोगुण मिलता है. तो the amount of sin पाप जो करेंगे, the amount of distress will get. Does it make sense? It's proportional. रजोगुण में इसे मिक्स ऑफ बोथ. सत्वगुण में इज मोर पुण्य, वेरी नाइस लाइफस्टाइल, सात्विक लाइफस्टाइल. रजोगुण में बैलेंस ऑफ बोथ. रिजल्ट ऑफ तमस इज वायलेंट एक्शंस, मारना, काटना, ignorance. So Prabhupada gave example of cow killing, the gross step of ignorance, killing other animals, causing violence for the living beings, ignorance. Right? So the gross, उसमें भी gradations हैं. Cow killing is the most heinous. So in that case, the actions are also will be, the results also will be very drastic, very harsh. As you see, as you sow, so shall you reap. In a very very simplistic way. Okay. So now, Prabhupada quotes the word, the pleasing of the cows in the Rig Veda, means please the cow. Cow gives everything. Right? Cow gives everything. Cows milk, if you have yagya, everything. Cows very very pure. Cows supposed to be considered animal with sattva. Right? So this is a very wholesome understanding of this particular verse. Any questions on this? I'm little over time, that's why I just quickly finishing off. So service tinged by passion and ignorance can affect adversely in consciousness. So if you want to cultivate spiritual activity, you should try to avoid activities or things in the mode of passion and ignorance. It can scale us back. Right? So try to be as a mode of, and bhakti will take you beyond the mode of goodness also. The mode of goodness also in this material world. हमें इसके परे जाना है. So bhakti can take us beyond. So being situated there, we should do bhakti which is beyond this guna. So yeah, please go ahead and say something.
No, nothing. Just I really like the verse, whatever it's talking about. Yeah, like I don't know. So far, this is the most detailed explanation I've seen because I've read a little, not too much. Yeah.
Yeah, Pupa's purport are very, very amazing. There are people who have never read, they read 8 different versions of Bhagavad Gita. But they're like, this is pinpoint, clarity, perfect, diya hua hai.
Right.
Perfect. That's how people get read this. Yeah, I saw Madhu sent me a Instagram link. A person he was born in a family of devout Muslim,
Mhm.
but he had questions. He asked question in his home. It it became such a problem. They disowned him and said, "घर के बाहर निकलो, outside जाओ." Homeless in London. Such an extent, बाहर निकल जाओ. And started praying. I want to know. Such a point he was losing faith. Till one point, a monk. I don't know if you heard, Swambhavan Keshav Maharaj is a sannyasi. He was in London. At that time, he was brahmachari. He gave him a book. He started just reading the book. And he gave it to Bhagavad Gita. He said Bhagavad Gita. I said, my each and every answer was solved in Bhagavad Gita as it is. He joined the ashram. Now he's teaching Bhagavad Gita. That person. So that answers everything systematically. That's a Sanatana Dharma. Yeah. Okay. Are there any questions before we conclude for today? Once.
No questions, Prabhu. But from whatever I heard, very detailed explanation, Prabhu.
Yeah.
I will again go back and try to hear the lecture.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. We had a very nice discussion at the start. Very nice discussion.
Sorry, so these sessions are recorded or
Yes.
something? Oh, I
It's
see.
live on YouTube, but I don't put much. जो भी है जो सब्सक्राइब किया वो दिखता है बस. 20-14 लोग होंगे बस. So VG basically takes, she wants to take notes. That's why
Yeah.
everyone is going to do this anyway. There's no point. मैं सुन क्या कर रहा है, सुन के क्या कुछ करने वाला नहीं है. I just because she wants it, so I just do live.
Yeah.
So keep it.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. It was really nice.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for attending. Appreciate it. So, we'll be there in Portland in May, 14 to 20. Hope to see you all
Great.
there.
Yes, Prabhu.
We have Hare Passion Prabhu coming, so we'll be coming there to hear his katha, Hari Katha for 1 week.
Prabhu, are you going for that retreat in North Carolina?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay.
What is
Okay.
the retreat? I'm sorry about.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
So
know.
in North Carolina,
Yeah.
it happens. It started last year. It's a retreat with 3 days, July 4th weekend, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
When have you seen? Do you know Gorang Darshan Babu? Have you seen YouTube? Gorang Darshan Das.
Yeah.
He and do you know Amarinder Babu?
Not that, Prabhu. I
Amarinder
don't
Babu,
know.
not him. Listen to him. We will not stop once we start. So these two personalities then come together and they give speak
Okay.
Harikatha and Kirtan and Prasadam.
Okay.
Prasadam morning, afternoon, evening. Harikatha morning, evening. Kirtan is mind blowing.
Can you share this link in WhatsApp or
Yeah.
or send me a
Send you the
message?
link. I'll send you
Yeah.
the session starts March 22nd.
But the event is in July, no, Prabhu?
Yeah. The registration open before that. It'll make
Okay.
so the limited seats. I think
Oh.
400, 450, something. Last year it was 400 last time. So it's amazing. People from all over. There's some families who came from New Zealand last time, from Dubai came.
Okay.
It happens every year, Prabhu?
Last time, the first time it happened, it's amazing, full house, full on success. This happened again. Very nice community, very, very nice. And usually those who register, almost everyone, they arrange the accommodation with devotees. So you don't need to get any hotels or anything. Last year they did that. So we stayed at devotees' places, houses for 3 days.
Okay.
They make the arrangement. So please, it's amazing. It will be wonderful. Full of 3 days. It will be.
I will pakka try, Prabhu. So that I
please
can
do come.
do it. Yes.
You will feel like I should come every year for sure.
Okay, Prabhu.
Please do try. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, could you also share that poster which you flashed on the screen? Yeah.
Yeah, the creation. Yeah. I'll share that. I'll share the
The
group.
creation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada की जय, भगवद गीता की जय. Hare Krishna. I'll see you next week.